Hi girls, welcome to the masterclass on Dress to Impress. Now, I'm no expert, but I just thought, why don't I share some tips and tricks that have worked for me? For the last 14 months since the pandemic started, there has been an atmosphere of gloom and doom. And we just thought, let's talk about something which will bring some cheer to everyone. And clothing is something which is of favorite topics. So we decided to talk about dresses today. Now, if you're like my mom, you look at your wardrobe every day and make a big sigh and decide, when am I going to step out? When are we going to travel again? When am I going to wear these saris or these salwar kameezes? A lot of us are doing that, wearing our salwars, staying home in big t-shirts, loose, comfortable clothes, track pants, and actually thinking, when are we going to step out? And those days are going to start. But probably with the kind of uncertainty around this, it could be still a while. So we just thought, why don't we do what some of us have decided to do? Create occasions. In the last year and a half itself, we have had birthdays of the entire family come and go. We have had anniversaries. We've had family dinners together. I have my brother coming and visiting my mom and dad. We have had Diwali come. We've had other festivals. Christmas came and so many others. So we can make occasions out of neighbors dropping by or doing Zoom calls with our friends. And that is how you make memories. Otherwise, this entire period of couple of years is going to be a big blur in the number of years that we have all gone about doing great things. So get yourself a nice mocktail, get yourself your chai, and get some snacks and sit and chat with your friends and wear some nice clothes. So that's the idea. Now, if you look at clothes, one of the things that you need to factor in is your body shape. And we all know by now what our body shape is. Some of us are a little heavier wider in our hips. Some of us have a bigger bust, and we know what kind of clothes shape us. I can say for myself that I used to have a much bigger bust, and I used to like to wear a little bit more open necks, wider necks. And after my cancer surgery and my breast surgery, I now am more kind of between an apple and a rectangle. So I try to wear clothes which suit my type. So you would see the kind of dresses that I have spoken about, the A-line dresses, trying to give a little slender look to whichever figure that you have. But the more important point is that we are all blessed with a certain bone structure. I know I'm broad. I can never look petite. So it is not just about your waist. It is about what kind of a bone structure have you gotten with you. And I think the important part is, how do you balance? How do you balance your shoulders, your bust, your waist, and your hips? So a lot of the time, the important thing about clothing or wearing your hair or your makeup is about, where do you want to draw the attention for people? Do you want them to see your curves? Do you want to see your waist? Do you want them to see your big eyes? Do you want them to see your hair? And think about the colors which actually radiate or uplift the way your body is. And that's why important. What are the colors that attract that about you, and people tell you that you actually glow when you're wearing certain colors? For me, actually, greens and yellows work very well. Otherwise, my go-to colors are whites and blacks and red in certain occasions. Well, the other thing to look at while deciding what to wear is your skin tone and your hair color. And obviously, sometimes the season. But if you're living in Singapore and Mumbai, you have hot and humid or just have the rains throughout the year. So you need to decide what kind of colors you're going to wear and what skin tone you have. I might be fair, but I have an undertone of yellow skin. So actually, when you go to pick up makeup, you must have seen that the girls actually try out your concealer or your foundation, either the side of the wrist, or the best place to try is somewhere here where it doesn't get much tanned. Okay, so that's where they try it out. So you have to ski your skin tones and look at the color. Sometimes the color of the hair that you are born with, and what ends up happening much later in the years as you start trying out other colors, dyeing your hair, becomes a little different. But you know what? In the pandemic, try out the colors that you've always wanted to try out. There is all the time. Or cut the hair that you want to. I actually cut my hair last year and I learned it from YouTube how to do it. So wear your hair long or cut it very short or tie it up. Practice the kind of things that you have always wanted to do. And there are seasons, and so you can try the colors that you want to wear accordingly. Now, in day to day colors, I have a lot of friends who say, listen, I don't care what kind of fashion is going on. I wear what is comfortable to me. For someone like me, it depends on my mood. If I'm really feeling very chirpy and nice, I really like to dress up well. Or actually, the other way around. If I'm feeling down, I might sometimes wear something which will perk me up. It also depends on the context. I may want to wear shorts, but because I live in a house with elders or I have house help, I have now started wearing more longer things. If I'm just at home, I may wear a kaftan or may wear salwars or my favorites, the culottes, which I find very comfortable. Other thing is the heat. If it is really, really hot, you may want to wear fabrics which is linen or malmal and wear whatever you find comfortable in a way. One of the things which has happened is a lot of advertising has happened about fitness and fitness routine and fitness clothes, which are also comfort clothes, the athleisure clothes as it's called. And one of the popular brands I remember is Lululemon, which happened to come in about 20 years back, and it became very popular. And a lot of people say that there's the most comfortable thing, and they practically live in that. But the fabric of that may not necessarily be very good for your skin if you wear it for a long time. So wear it when you're exercising, but change back to fabrics which are more comfortable and work with your skin. Work essentials, well, I'm little biased about this. I feel having lived in different countries, I like that people understand understated colors much more. At work, brighter and big patterned clothes are actually not preferred much. We usually wear, if you're wearing tops, it's nice to wear white, light blues, pastels, grays, if it goes for you or if it works for you. And for trousers, you would wear navy blue or black or beige, anything which goes with it. It always helps to have, if you're wearing westerns, to have at least one straight skirt and some trousers, and always smart casuals. And you may have for summers, if it is a formal event, you may want to wear a linen jacket. Otherwise, you may have for winters, obviously blazers and jackets as they go along. They're always formal salwar kameezes, but they cannot have a lot of silver and gold and gota, because that becomes not so appropriate for office, but it has to be great fabric which is smart and formal. And for saris as well, it's very nice to wear saris which are a little understated color, but there are fabulous colors in saris these days, and wonderful fabrics which you can carry for a long time, and which do not get over the whole day. When you're working for 8 hours outside, it used to be very difficult, but if you're working from home, it just shows the upper part, but it still looks smart if you are leading a presentation or leading a meeting on certain days. Match your accessories. If you're going to work, it's nice to have nice shoes and bags along with whatever you're wearing. But if you're just these days home, you may wear minimal jewelry, which shows sometimes just a chain, or sometimes just kind of earrings that you're wearing. That looks very, very nice. The accessories, oh my God, there are so many of them. And at different age groups, I think we are all fond of different things. If you're very young and slim, you may have carried belts which go well with you. You wear scarves in different kind of a way. You may wear jewelry. In India, the kind of festivals and wedding season, all heavier jewelry comes out. But remember one thing, if you have wider hips, you may want to wear a heavier neck piece, but not wear any earrings. And otherwise, you may want to wear bigger earrings and no necklace at all. So it totally depends on your body shape and the kind of jewelry you wear. If you can carry pencil heels and long heels, go ahead. If they really make your legs look slender and wonderful. A lot of people are into wearing eyeglasses and sunglasses of various kinds, watches of various kinds, of bracelets. So try anything that you have to. You must always try and choose or experiment with anything that you have always wanted to do. You always live only once, right? So go ahead and try. One of the biggest thing is about makeup. And there are a lot of people who have fantastic choice. And by the time they have reached the middle ages, they always know what kind of eyeshadow, what kind of eyeliners suit them. and they often wear that because we have a lot more online presence, and a lot of us are now either promoting our businesses or on our corporate jobs actually talking on Zoom or video conferencing. I think the way we dress is very important, but more than that, it's important what kind of a backdrop do you have. Instead of having a virtual backdrop which ready made Zoom or Microsoft Teams or everyone provides you, it is wonderful to have a natural background. And instead of just a plain white wall, it is always nicer if you can make sure that your backdrop looks nice and have plenty of lighting on your face, and otherwise frame your face in a way that the head and the top of your shoulders is at least dominant on the screen, and it's not that you look small. And don't slouch if you're talking to a bunch of people. The clothes should be neutral and should be smart casual. Depends on, and always dress the part. If you're leading a project or you're going to be making a presentation, make sure that you dress the part. This is something which is my favorite. Whenever you are at work, make sure that you are carrying your clothes according to what part you're going to play that day. Also, make sure that you wear your hair well and do a slight makeup if it enhances your features. Well, the most important thing is that by the time you come of a certain age, you should be very comfortable in your skin and with the kind of body shape that you have and the clothes that you think they look good on you. Sometimes you're fond of wearing certain clothes, but your friends and family would be able to tell you it doesn't matter what age you are. I know a lot of people pick on you if you wear certain clothes, but you need to feel comfortable and confident in them. That is most important because that makes you look beautiful at the end of the day. I wanted to share some makeup essentials, and the few tips that I have, I thought I will take you through it for the first time. I've never done this before. I'm no celebrity. So I wanted to tell you what is my hack on makeup, because when you step out, always nice to have, and this is something I've always told the girls who work with me, always make sure that you either have an eyeliner or at least a mascara. Have a little concealer as you start getting older, the shadows in your faces, you may want to hide that, and a great lipstick or a lip tint these days, whatever works for you. That's a basic thing. So let me take you and show you how I began getting dressed for today's masterclass very quickly. Hi, I'm going to just take you through a very quick makeup routine that I followed before I step out. It's a very simple one. A French lady once taught me. So just follow me. I've just washed my face. I have put some moisturizer and some SPF. That's where I am. Okay. So most important thing, start with a concealer. So put it in the shadows in your face, and wherever, like I have dark lines, just put very little under your eyes. Yeah. Near the nose lines, here where the shadows in the face are, and a little bit near the mouth where the lines are. Okay. You can blend it with your hands or with a beauty blender if you have one. And I want to first tell you that I would do a little bit with my hand and blend it then with my beauty blender. You can use any brand. I'm using NARS here, but you have Bobbi Brown, you have MAC, you can use Maybelline, L'Oreal, all of them have it. They will ask you for your skin tone, and you need to also remember your undertone, and as we spoke about, my undertone is yellow and otherwise I'm fair. So, and then you do this and you make sure that it's all blended. Specifically the corners of the nose, corners of the eyes, and if you think it is a little less, you may use a little bit more and put it there. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to use, if you need, you use a eye pencil. I do not require much, and I have seldom used eye pencil, but I do a little hack, which is to use a brow gel. Okay, and this is very quick. Before I step out, this is what I do. You just take it and brush the way your hair growth is the side, and it looks elegant and nice, and it is very, very quick. The next thing for your eye that you should be ready with is a mascara. And for me, for that thing, take a mascara, take it from below and take it up. Take it from below, take it up. Basically, so that your eyelashes look thicker and longer. There are times I do the lower eyelids and sometimes I don't, and so today I'm just going to do a little bit because we're going to record the masterclass. We're going to do that. A lot of times I also like to use a kajal stick or an eyeliner in below the eye before I step out, or the only other thing I do is I match a lipstick to the dress that I'm wearing. Today, because I'm wearing a maroon dress, I'm going to wear this lipstick. I can use and that color matches it. So it's a very quick steps, 3, 4, 5, right? A concealer, your eyebrows, your mascara, and your lips in 4 steps. If you want to get dressed further, you can use a foundation, you can use settling powder, do some blush, and use a highlighter. You can go on and on with makeup. It's just to look smart even before you step out. Back here today. I hope you like that little experiment that I did with cosmetics. My very first, I was very nervous about showing you how I got ready for today's masterclass. The idea was to just share some quick tips with you. I would really welcome your feedback, and we could actually on some Saturday or Sunday post our pictures if we have tried some hacks that we ourselves know about dressing, about the kind of clothes or colors we know suit us, and the kind of makeup which does wonders to our face. And I hope that makes you very, very happy. Wishing you a fantastic weekend ahead. God bless you. Ta-ta.